Welcome to Word Origin. Today's word is camera. I'm sure most of you already know the word origin, but for those who don't know, the word camera comes from camera obscura, which is a Latin term, and it means the dark chamber. It is believed that camera was invented by Joseph Nicephore Niépce, a French inventor, in May 1816. Later, in the year 1822, he used a process called heliography or sun drawing and tried to make prints of a copy of the Pope Pius VII. Unfortunately, it was destroyed while attempting the same. However, in 1826 or 27, he was successful in capturing the very first photo as known today. It was from his estate in Burgundy, and the picture is a view from his window, and it took about 8 long hours. In the year 1813, Louis Daguerre used his own method and managed a picture in just 15 minutes. So now we know why people in most of the old pictures we see today are not smiling, because it took very long hours to click one single photograph. And it was difficult to hold a smile, so they kept a straight face, which was easier to maintain for that longer time. George Eastman started manufacturing paper film in 1885 and switched to celluloid in 1888. His first camera was called Kodak, and it was offered for sale in the same year. Earlier, the first color photo was made by using the 3-color method suggested by James Clerk Maxwell in 1855 and taken in 1861 by Thomas Sutton. The subject of the photo was a colored ribbon. It's usually described as a tartan ribbon. The 20th century saw a lot of advancement in cameras and photography. In 1925, the 35mm format camera was introduced by Leica. In 1935, Kodak introduced the color film called Kodachrome. The first Japanese camera was in 1935, where the body was made by Canon and lens by Nikon. People who fight between Canon and Nikon today probably need to know this. The first Dslr camera was in 1936 in Germany, which is also a 35mm format and called Kine Exacta. The first digital camera was by Steve Sasson in the year 1975 at Eastman Kodak, and in 1981 Sony came up with their first digital camera. In 1994, the very first webcam was released by a company called Connectix, and it was called the QuickCam. The same year, 1994, also saw the very first digital camera by Apple designed by Kodak, the Apple QuickTake. In 2003, Motorola A20, the mobile phone with front-facing camera, was designed primarily for video conferencing. Today, we have more cameras than people, and pictures are countless. Every single person has been clicking so many pictures every single day, and it is estimated that millions of photographs are being uploaded every day on the social media. As we know, cameras have advanced in technology but made it simpler for us. We don't have to have an expertise to operate a camera. A 1-year-old kid can also click a picture with just a button. And for those of you who still have no clue what DSLR stands for, it is Digital Single Lens Reflex Cameras, which is a technology. We do have cameras with new technology at a very affordable rate. But have you ever wondered which is the most expensive camera? It is the Leica 0 series. It cost just 2.4 million euros, which was sold in an auction. And probably this is one industry where the saying still holds true. Old is gold. Today, there are camera museums across the globe, and also people who collect different cameras as an individual. However, the most interesting part of this is the world's largest camera museum is right here in India, Gurugram, known as Gurgaon earlier. Also, the individual who holds the world record for having the most number of cameras is Dilesh Parekh in Mumbai, who has over 4,500 different cameras. You might probably not need to know all these details while clicking a picture. However, what we know is the pictures taken in the initial cameras are still a treasure to the eye, no matter how many pictures we keep clicking today. Thank you. Seek new words, know the meaning, and then do remember to use them. For more such words, like, share, and subscribe.